So it is Friday Night Comics, but the reason it's weird is because I'm in Mountain Time, and usually we're very Eastern centric, which I don't like being so biased, and I don't like being so provincial. But usually I'm on the East Coast, and it feels like Friday night. But right now it doesn't feel like Friday night. So now I'm getting to experience the sort of global atmosphere. I'm in the Mountain Time zone, so it's kind of late afternoon for me, or late afternoon. But I could still have a cup of coffee and not feel bad. Anyway, welcome to Friday Night Comics, everybody. It's the We Believe in Comics Friday Night Workshops at the Sequential Artists Workshop. We had a very special visitor just a moment ago while we were doing tech setup. That visitor was right there, right across from where I'm looking. So we have been visited by the deer of the Mountain Time Zone, and I'm really really grateful for that. So Vico, I think this is going to be a great workshop. Also, who knew? They're writing about us in Radical Teacher Magazine, Friday Night Comics in Dark Times. I'll put a post to that PDF in the chat, and you can see what's happening. Um, Anyway, SAW is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit. We've got online courses. You can find them at sawcomics.org, and we're really happy you're here. Course coming up soon is Comics Activism with Maureen Burdock. That's happening, I think, November 15th it starts, and Maureen's going to give a Friday Night Comics workshop 2 weeks prior, I think, something like that. And in this slot, in next week is Dave Lasky. He's going to do haiku comics, which is one of his specialties, and we all love it. Also, if you want to find out about other courses or you want to suggest other courses, go to sawcomics.org. There's a little banner, and we're interested in what you want and what you're interested in. So take a couple seconds. Also, it's still Sawtober over at the Saw members site. So if you want to get involved with that, what's the date today? The 10th? Comic Focus on Lettering. There you go. But you can also have lots of uh, other prompts to draw from. Anyway, if you donated, I really want to thank you. Um, it helps keep this free. It helps us pay our instructors. It helps us give donations or as scholarships to people for our larger programs and some of the smaller ones. And it just helps make the world better. It really does. And we really appreciate it. It helps everything. So thanks for doing that. Okay, we're ready to get started. Please no inappropriate speech or imagery, no trolling or hate speech, which we haven't had in a very, 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 very long time. But please do keep it PG-13 when sharing. And share on social media with the hashtag Friday Night Comics. You can tag us at Comics Workshop, and I'll put Vico's in the chat. You can also join us at members.sawcomics.org. We have to keep these at 90 minutes. So as we get near that time period, we may have to cut off the sharing, but please try and get it in at that time. But if you can't share online live tonight, you can go to any of the numerous ways that you can share, including our weekly PDFs that look like this, and we put them on Seesaw Comics. It looks like this, and it's a scrollable, printable PDF of everybody who participated. So it's really wonderful. Anyway, enjoy. Vico, hello. Sebes, you are going to give us a ridiculous memoir workshop. And I'm really excited because I know, like most people, that most of the time I feel kind of ridiculous. So you can tell us how this is going to work. I'll stop sharing. Um, and welcome. And I'm going to spotlight you, which will make you really big on everybody's screen. And um, as I was saying earlier, I will be in the chat. I'll be summarizing what you say. Anything you need from me, just holler. And I'm here to sort of help you uh, do whatever you need to do. So thanks for being here. Make sure you unmute. There we go.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tom. And hello, everyone. I'm Vico. And yeah, we're going to be making some ridiculous comics today about very silly moments of our lives. Um, this workshop is based off of a series that I do called Dyke Delusion, which is, oh, this is going to be hard to do with the mirror. But I'm going to do a little reading of one of the volumes. And I hope you enjoy. And then we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Great.
Presentation. So here's me getting ready. Eyes out, eyeliner sharp. Hey there, sexy. Ready to interview my crush? Quick bite to eat first. What can I get you? Deep breath, eye contact, flirtatious smile. Oh, hi. Enjoy. Text me. Or
Is it in the sandwich?
yeah, it's underneath the sandwich. Yeah, someone gave a number. Um, Leaving in a rush, going to a student gallery opening. Thanks for meeting me. Do you mind if I record? Not at all. Great, let's get started. What do you want to know? Uh, okay, right. What is your work about? I investigate queer intimacy and desire. I'm sure you know a lot about that. Yep, totally. Reader, you have no idea how badly I fumbled these hotties. No, like it was so bad. Here's a text conversation. I think we matched on Tinder a bit ago. OMG, really? Screenshot of this person's profile. Yep, that's me. Lol. Did not mean to send that. I can never talk to her again. To understand the great fumbling of my college years, I'm having a great time. I have to go. Sorry. I could tell you about attachment styles or sexual trauma, but to unroot this deep seated fear of desire, I would need to transform. From all the borders of myself would need to burst like a star and enter where there was no place that did not see me. How to become a body that could accept love and give it freely. Like Rilke said, you must change your life. I'm scared. It's gonna be fine. Do you want to count to three? Ah, oh, that didn't hurt at all. Nope, you did it. Yay, thank you. So that's the second issue of my series. And the narrative flow that you may have noticed that I like to do is I start with like kind of a lighthearted, oh, thank you, lighthearted, silly story. And then I like to reflect on that afterwards. And like another way to phrase this, and that because what we're going to be doing is creating really short versions of it, like either a 4-panel comic or a 2-page comic if you don't want to work in a 4-panel comic format. Um, but it's mistake plus reflection, or you can also think about it on the surface level, the conflict seems interpersonal. In this example, it's like me dealing with these crushes, but then the deeper level, the conflict of the story is fully internal. And so internally, there were some changes that needed to make. I look very different than the version of me in that comic now. Um, and so, yeah, that's really how I like to think of it. Surface level, the conflict is interpersonal, and then deeper, the conflict is internal. So with that being said, what we're going to be doing is working on a 4-panel or short 2-page comic. And so we're going to start brainstorming, and then we'll do a little character design, and then we'll get working on the comic. And this is how I also planned Dyke Delusion. I first started with like brainstorming, if you can see, and then I like really got into it, and I'm like, how do I want it to be? And I'm focusing on like, okay, I want it to be lighthearted. I want to be the butt of the joke at the end of the day because I think that'll be really fun. And then some character design. So let's start with brainstorming, just times that we were ridiculous, silly things you've done, silly mistakes you've made. And I think we'll do like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds right. Let me make sure I got that. I'm gonna uh brainstorm times we were I'm typing ridiculous. Or what else? Was there another adjective? I forgot. Times we were ridiculous or times we
Or
were
like silly mistakes we made.
or silly mistakes, etc. Okay. And do that for 2 minutes. I've got a timer. Should I put it on? It'll go right on my
Yeah.
head. Okay. And after that I forgot to okay, so um 2 minutes starting. There you go. Okay. So we're just doing this in writing. People will
Mhm.
ask. Okay. Nikki says too many to mention. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I, I feel that. Let's see. Uh, oops. Judith has a good question. Ridiculous from our point of view or how we were judged.
Mm, I feel like it could go, I think that would be two different stories. I think the way that I gravitate to this prompt is like kind of like poking fun at myself and like yeah, from my point of view, but I think that you could definitely go either way. Yeah.
Okay, so we got 40 seconds, folks. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's like too many to mention. It's like, where do I start? Hard to pick one, but it's like just pick an age and start there.
Yeah. I
Uh,
yeah, I read a lot about my college years.
uh, that's our 2 minutes. Is that enough, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do people want to start putting their ridiculous moments in chat?
That's a great idea. I'll put mine in. Let me turn off the timer. Bonnie says, crying so much about a chipmunk my dog had killed that my neighbor came out to see if I was hurt. Oh, it's very empathetic. I invited a girl to the prom like the day before the prom. Couldn't get up the gumption to do it in the weeks and months prior. Pregnant belly costume party. Oh. Like a pepper grinder with allspice. My best friend and I agreeing to tell each other what we didn't like about each other. That can't go well.
Oh no. The classic. Thank
Randomly asking for a
you.
job at a coffee shop I've been going to for 6 years. Oh no, that's bold. Good for you. Idiotarod. Whoa. I don't know what that is. Knee slide at someone's wedding on a wooden floor, which doesn't work. You just stop. Oh,
Yeah, that sounds like a really good gag comic.
oh no. Broke your toe trying to impress your middle school daughter with kung fu moves. Wow. Yeah. My shirt from under my pants and showing my belly in the process. Oops. I feel like I do that far too often. Using the wrong lentils 3 times in a row. Oh, Eli. All right. So if you're not reading the chat, there are some good ones. I'll read Eli's, which said, went into too much detail about my dog's penis surgery at the dog. I'm sure, I'm sure some people sitting on a sitting on a puffy sticker in 6th grade and walking around with it stuck to my butt. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, so it sounds like you all have incredible ones. So what I would do now is like if you have a whole list, like circle the one that you think will fit into like the shorter format, like 4 panel or 2 page, or just the one that you're interested in exploring today. And then we'll do like another 2 minutes on like reflecting on it. Like, and by reflecting, I just mean I feel like a lot of mine are like these like earth shattering identity revelations I've had, but it doesn't have to be that big. It can just be like, what's something that you know now that you didn't know then, is like, I think the easiest way to think about it. I see. Oh no.
Oh, particularly mooning my supervisor from across the L trail. What? Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's some good ones in the chat. Keeps coming. Oh, I just saw our deer again, Vico. Anyway, um, okay, what should we be doing at this point? Should we start uh tell me again.
Yeah, so and this part is more optional, but just like 2 more minutes or even less, um, just about like um what is something you know now that you didn't know then? Um, which I think is good for the like, oh, like I fumbled these crushes or something. But you can also skip that part and just make a gag strip if you want. Um, yeah, I can put that in chat.
So maybe so like another 2 minutes on just focusing in on that particular moment we're choosing or that particular
Yeah.
oh or what's something yeah let me put that in what's something you know now that you didn't know then. Okay. Oh, Mishka's giving me good vibes. Let me see. That's not bad. At least you asked her. Oh yeah, I guess. No, I think I really felt made her feel bad. Anyway, Judith says something I know now that I didn't know then is everything. Meanwhile, they're still going on about the idiotarod, which I don't know much about. Somebody's gonna have to tell me more about that. Okay, should I put the timer on? I'm sorry, I should have done that, shouldn't I?
Um,
2 minutes?
yeah, maybe 1 minute at this point, just
Okay.
keep
All
things
right.
going.
So we're still reflecting. 1 minute left. Then you'll hear the timer. Here we go. Things you know now that you didn't know then.
Awesome. Okay. And so the next part of like planning and preparing is to do the character design of what you looked like when this mistake happened. And so like I did a couple versions when I was planning that volume of like that dress that I used to have, and then like when I used to wear like all denim outfits all the time when I was 19. And so um just take like a couple more minutes to do a character design.
Okay. Should I put a 2 minute timer on? Now I'm
Yeah.
ready. Okay, let's do that. And then you'll hear the beautiful music. Okay, and I'll put that in the chat. So 2 minutes. Oh, Bill, that's a sad one. A lot of us feel the same way. And Jackie says the mis the mistake I made while well, that were awful at the time will pale in comparison to the mistakes I'll make later. And I'll answer Bill's question. Yeah. Are you doing this too, Vico?
Yeah, here.
Oh, so I think we'll love to see your character design in a second.
Ugh. Yeah, my plan was to like be able to show it kind
Oh,
of.
look at that. 20 seconds, y'all. I mistakenly gave myself really broad shoulders. That is not accurate. There we go, scrawny.
This is how I finish drawing. I spent too long on the face. Yeah, maybe we can do gallery view and then everyone shows their character
I
design.
do. Yeah, I can, what I can do is remove spotlight for a second. So if you want to show your oh, I thought I did that. If you want to show your character, switch to gallery view and put it up in front. Look at the RX bottle. Great.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Sweet. And now we'll just get going on drawing. And I'll show a little more of how I prep for like a short comic like this. This is uh, a comic that I did that is not very funny, but it was short. It's this page and it's this page. And so I did like the brainstorming and then the scripting. And then I did little like thumbnails beforehand and like sketches of like how I wanted the pose and expression to work. Uh, and so that's like a way to that I feel like works for me with traditional.
Hmm.
Um, and I think like if you're wanting to do a gag strip, really recommend 4 panels for making the audience laugh. I just feel like I my brain works better with like flowier formats, so that's probably what I'll do. But yeah, we'll take I think 16-ish minutes to make the comic itself.
Sure. That's nice and fast. People will be like, whoa.
Yeah,
Uh,
we can
okay.
always add more time if we need.
So I'm going to write down in the chat 15 minutes to make a comic about this. Um, you can do 4 panels or I'll use your word flowy, right? Isn't that what you said?
Yeah.
Flowy. Um, okay. And I'll set a timer for 16 minutes and I'll give a little warning every 4 minutes or something. Okay. And Vico, I'm at this point, I'm going to ask you to do something really simple. It sounds simple, but for some reason it isn't. And that's to raise your Zoom hand. If you can find it, it's usually down below right in the
Okay.
center. If it's not, it's usually under React and you press the heart button. But the hard part is, I'll let you get to that. You find it?
I'm just trying to remember how to raise
Is
the
it,
hand. If I
can
do
you
that.
press the heart? Does it give you an option for that?
Oh, found it.
There you go. Okay. Now the hard part is it it's gonna like on the bottom of your screen soon, it's gonna say, it looks like you're done talking. We're gonna lower your hand for you. And if you see that, you got to hit cancel. That would be great if you could. But
Okay,
most people miss it and it won't be a big deal, but
awesome.
it'll help the sharing later. Okay, I'm off. I gotta make my comic. And Mishka came up with one. It's in the chat. That's a good one. And I will post some other things in the chat about what we're doing, y'all. Vicco, do you know what you're writing about or what you're going to write in drama?
Um, I'm still thinking I might go more meta
No.
with this one.
Hard when you're hosting, isn't it? Sometimes to do
Yeah, to
that.
remember anything about my life. But yeah.
All right. I'm only half a panel in. I'm realizing, oh, I need more panels. Too much to tell. If I really learned anything. Hmm, just feel sorry for myself. I mean, I guess that's a blessing.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like it could, like, the emotional direction could be like showing kindness to your young self that was so nervous.
Yeah. Oh, I'm already feeling sad. Oh, look, and meanwhile, your hand got lowered. No big deal.
Oh, okay.
Happens
I
every
got it.
time.
I got
No, you won't be
it.
able. No one is that vigilant. It's just Zoom.
Mhm.
People are really quiet in the chat. I have a feeling this was an easy prompt for people. They go, times I was ridiculous. No problem. think I ever told anybody about this. It wasn't a big deal. I mean, it was. Sorry. You're really just bringing up old memories. Sorry. So we've got 9 minutes and 30 seconds for those of you trying to do this in our 16 minutes. Um, Trying to draw stairs in this time? This is crazy. Why am I doing that to myself? Six minutes, 6.5 minutes, everybody.
So I finally finished planning.
3.5 minutes. How's everybody doing? Probably. They're like, that is way too quick. But I'm managing. I think I'll get there. Erica has their squares drawn. I know how it goes. 2 minute warning, which is really fast, but I'll leave it up to Vicco about whether or not we want to add a little bonus time or not. I didn't really incorporate much of my reflection. In fact, zero.
That's
Zero of it. I mean, it's really just like the sort of kind of a pleasure to revisit a moment and it's not, it's not like it's still kind of a bummer, but not anything I've ever really thought about much. Hasn't had its due in art, let's say. All right, that timer is going to go off in less than a minute and everybody's going to freak out.
sweet. Yeah.
Like that music though? That's like it's you like you win the Oscar, right? Win the Oscar award.
It does, yeah. The playoff.
Oh, I left the panel blank. Oh no. My gosh, I was so working in that last panel. Vico, should we take another couple minutes or should we?
Yeah, I would love to take
Uh,
another couple minutes
right. Let me
personally.
let me add 2 minutes to the timer. I have to see how I did do that. Okay. New timer for 2 minutes. What? How was that so fast? How's yours coming, Vico?
I'm gonna write two more words and then it'll be done enough for now.
It's good. I'm gonna finish some legs. Oh, shucks. I erased them.
There is always more time when people are sharing.
Well, um, oops. Vico, you and I can break the ice if you like
Yeah.
and start. And then if anybody is ready or nearly ready, you can raise your Zoom hand and we can share. And as a reminder, we'll end in about, I think there's plenty of time. Oh my God, there's so many hands up. I don't even have to show mine.
Okay, yeah. Let's,
Um, but I want to. God, that's the thing is
yeah,
everybody's
I
gonna
want to
think of
see.
these memories that got stirred up. So I'm gonna I'm gonna go. I rarely go. I'm gonna go really fast. Do you want to show yours, Vico, as well? Can we see?
Sure, I can,
Yeah,
but yeah,
let's start
you
with you.
can go first. Oh,
No, let's,
okay, I'll start.
yeah.
Um, okay. Um, so I chose another moment adjacent to this one. I was so worried no one would like me as a mask that I went to the gay club Ultra Femme, and it worked, got some attention, but I still didn't know how to dance. Now I was just a swear and alone. And so
Oh, I'm
that's the lesson learned.
sorry. Yeah. All right. Here's mine really fast. I'll be just as fast as you, I think. Let me spotlight myself. I rarely go, but I feel like I owe. Oh, I gotta also turn that timer off. Turn that timer off. Did that work? Yeah. All right. It's really fast. It says 61 days before the prom, 40 days before the prom, 25 days before the prom, 15 days before the prom, 10 days before the prom, I say, and then 2 days before the prom, I say, Paige, I was wondering if maybe you'd like to go to the prom with me. And she says, Well, I would have, but it's in 2 days.
Oh.
Foolish, young. She's such a nice person. Classic, Sarah says. Great. So we've got lots of people with hands up. Naomi, it should be in your menu. Usually, sometimes it's under react and you have to click that little heart. Thank you for, yeah, and Vico says it's under reactions. Thank you. So, okay, great. Thanks. We'll go to Jeannie and Nina, sorry, and Eli and Julie and Jen. So many people to share this ridiculous memory. Here we go, Jeannie. Hi.
Hi. This is really great. I usually just start drawing and then I get all involved in making it perfect and whatever. But those two steps of listing something and then reflecting on one, it was great. It was really great. Thank you very much. So let's see. So this is oops. Preteen horror. Yay, I've been invited to a Halloween party. Wow. I made a great costume. It's it's gonna be the best one. Okay. And then here's me ringing the doorbell of the party. And then
Oh no, it was the best one.
yeah, it was the best one. How I thought about it though. So reflection. Check to see if it's a costume party. Thank you. This is really great.
Thanks, Jeannie. We'll go to Nina next and then Eli.
This was so awesome. Thanks for stirring up all kinds of weird memories. Mine is called He's Toast. And it's when I was a waitress at Cosmos, the toast guy was slow. Hey, we're getting backed up. I had no idea I had said anything wrong. And then it's, he has a knife. Someone get the boss. And then you're fired. And I felt terrible that he lost his job. I should have not been so pushy, but I was scared. So anyway, that's what I came up with.
I wonder if you were justified. Do you feel like
Yeah. Oh no, it really was scary. I mean, everyone in the whole diner was, I mean, they were all afraid for me because he put the knife up to me. And all I did was tell him that he was slow and that we were getting backed up, and he went ballistic. So, but it was a crazy time. And then at the end, I felt like I should have never said anything. We should have just like let everything just be slow.
Thanks, Nina. We'll go to Eli next. Here we go. Oops. I need Eli to come on screen. Then we'll go to Julie after that. Eli, are you there? There we go.
Hi. Um, my dog Grady has all these feelings about another dog named Goose. He can't decide if he wants to play with him or fight with him. And he sniffs him a lot. Yesterday, his mom casually mentioned that Goose is not fixed. Oh, that explains everything, I said. And then she's like, probably your dog just has ball envy. Ha 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 ha. So that was my opening to say, actually, any sentence that starts with actually, you know, you might as well just stop. Grady was born with only one testicle and a deformed, you know how the lipstick goes in the case? Well, his wouldn't. So they built him a new lipstick case and now he's fine. And then the lady was just like, she didn't really want to know. I learned that just because a dog park friend makes a casual testicle joke, it doesn't mean she's interested in my dog's medical history as related to the aforementioned ball. Be my dog with ball joke next time. It was a very recent lesson. It just happened yesterday. Thanks. This was super fun.
Thanks, Eli. We'll go to Julie next. Let's see.
Okay,
It's
so
gonna be a 2-in-1, actually.
me and my daughter.
Okay.
Okay, this one is picture day 1989, third grade. I don't know if you can see it very well. And then I'm waiting in line and I'm like, okay, I really gotta poof up my hair, tease, 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 so I can look like a model. It looks so cool right now. And it says, later, dear God.
Get a load of this guy. Anyways, I have mine. It's in pencil. Sorry about that. we all know how the quarantine went. Okay, so when I had gotten into middle school in 6th grade, fresh out of quarantine, when I tell you I was the most weirdest kid ever. So this first panel is like, you don't want to know the hell I grew up in. It's me right now. And then it has me being like, hey, want to see a trick to this random person? And they're like, sure. And I crouch down and I get on all fours and start barking. They start recording.
Oh my
Because
God.
his
I'm completely oblivious to the fact that I am being ridiculed. Never again.
Wow. Well, please come back and share again. Thank you. It was great. We'll go to Jen next, then Jackie.
So this is a little adventure when I first got my cat Lincoln, who has a toupee. So I got my coffee and I set it on my lap, and I thought that was somehow a good idea. And then Lincoln's like, I'm gonna make biscuits.
Mhm.
And then, oh no. And then, so stupid. And he's like, hey, I did it.
Yeah.
No.
What is
Cute.
what is a toupee on a cat?
Oh, he's totally white, and then he has black fur like from here to here, making a little wig, and then an all black tail.
Like this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, immediately back. So it's not a real toupee. It's just looks
It
like
just looks like he cut his own bangs, maybe like a little too short. If he's around, I'll show him on screen.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jen. Okay, we'll go to Jackie, and maybe that cat will make an appearance again.
So yeah, I moved. Hopefully it's a little lighter. I also got like 2 phone calls and the doorbell rang. When I was in 6th grade, my bully was like my bully was being strangely nice to me one day. Turns out that she was selling puff stickers and got me to buy one. Oh, Jackie, cool. Plus, cool puff stickers. And maybe she doesn't hate me. How much is the bear one? She sold me one for a quarter and then went back to making my life a living hell for 2 years. But at least I had the sticker was fun. Of course, I put it down and somehow it ended up in my chair, sticky side up in true Jackie fashion. Then in the lunch line, kids started pointing and laughing at me. If I'd known then what I know now, I would not have been so embarrassed. The sticker mistake paled in comparison to the errors that I would make later. And this is a boss chewing me out for making a donor letter for like, I misaligned the label on a donor letter to like the Pritzkers. Yeah, those Pritzkers, the governor of Illinois family, and yeah, and so she put me on probation, and that's just me going like, screw my Chungus life. It's just something my nephew said, so I was like, so that's yeah, it's kind of want, but
I love that moment where you're like, oh, she wants to sell me a sticker. Maybe she does like me. So sad.
Oh, well, what are you gonna do?
Thanks, Jackie. We'll go to
She
Judy.
ended up being valedictorian, and I just said, no, and that's when I moved away from home. So it actually ended up being a good thing, but in the long run. But yeah, the puff sticker.
Thanks, Jackie. We'll go to Judith next.
Thank you.
Yeah, here we go.
Hi, everybody. I have to say, as soon as the first message came, I thought, okay, I'm leaving this class now. I don't have to think about all the times, but I didn't. Okay, so it's 4th grade art class, and the teacher says to everybody, okay, class, draw yourselves all grown up. And I had just learned the day before there was a program on TV called John Nagy, and you put your paper over the screen and copied what he drew, and you learned how to draw. And he had just taught how to make things look three-dimensional.
Mhm.
So everybody, there was in the classroom a lot of ballerinas and ball players and nurses and cowboys. And I had just learned how to make things three-dimensional. So I was going to be a secretary, and I tried to make the breasts as three-dimensional as I could by casting a shadow.
Yes.
And I gave her high heel shoes, etc. And it was anyway. And she said I had to go to the principal's office with my drawing. And I thought, wow, this is a really good drawing. It must be really good. And then I got there and the principal said, we're going to call your mother. And he put the drawing in his desk drawer, and I began to suspect two things. One is that drawing things the way I thought would get me in trouble. And number two, that probably having breasts wasn't such a good idea. That was it. Fourth grade.
Hey,
That's incredible.
thanks,
I'm
Judith.
impressed that people are able to do such detailed drawings in such a short amount of time. Wow.
You did too. All right, we'll go to Elijah next. Here we go. Thanks, Judith.
Okay, so my comic, hold up. I'm not sure if you can see it. It says signing out of my hallway slip. And I'm signing it out. And then I realize my shirt is it's like tucked into my shorts, and then I get it out, and then the person in front of me is like, "What in the world?" And then he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Signing out."
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what great drawings. I love your little, like, they look like Lego characters. That's super cool. Elijah,
Thanks.
are you in Gainesville?
Yeah.
That's awesome. We love Gainesville.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello to the Spanish moss for me. Thanks for sharing. Okay, we'll go to AJ next. Thanks so much, Elijah.
Yep.
Okay, hello. So, my mother used to tell us when we were little that when she went out, if we missed her, we should go in the cupboard and smell her clothes, and then we would smell her, and we would know that she wasn't really far away. And she had, a particular perfume that my dad gave her, and so the first time when I was in the middle of the coming out process, but I hadn't quite realized it yet. I went home for a holiday, and I got to the airport, and here I'm like, I miss her, and she always used to wear this Draco Noir. So I thought, okay, I'll go into the airport duty free and I'll get some. And I was kind of dressed, I needed a haircut. I had like sort of basketball outfit on. I looked like probably I'd try and grab something and run. So go in there, and the very smart lady in the perfume department is keeping an eye on me because she thinks I'm going to try and steal something. And then she went around the corner. I thought, this is my moment. And I grabbed the eau de toilette to spray it on my neck and around my face. But I got the shaving foam instead. And it was the expanding kind.
Oh, no.
So yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, stories are great. Thanks, AJ. All right. So as a reminder, I'm putting lots of ways to share in the chat, and it'd be great if you all contributed to the PDF or found some other way to share later. Thanks. We'll go to Zareen next.
Hi.
Hey, Zareen.
So my story is from middle school. So me in seventh grade were doing the spelling bee, and the word that I got was quesadilla. Unfortunately, I'd never had a quesadilla before, and I did not know how to spell it. So I'm trying to like figure out in my head how it might be spelled, and I'm like, casa. Okay, casa is a Spanish word. It means home. Quesadillas are probably homemade. So then I confidently say Casadilla. Turns out that's not how you spell it. And everyone laughs.
Oh,
It's a good guess, though.
Thank you.
What you, how old were you, Zerine? What class was that?
Like middle school, 6th grade, 7th grade.
Thanks for sharing. Okay, we'll go to Joanne next.
The drawings are very sketchy, and this is a little bit of a downer. So I was living in Williamsburg on 9/11, and I was home getting ready to go to work, and then I wanted to go. Well, I was out a few times, but I wanted to go out and go to the local delis, and all the delis were owned by Arabic men. The health food store and my favorite deli, which was Omar's Deli. And so at that point, I think I knew there was something about Saudi Arabia going on, and I wanted to go in the deli. I haven't quite figured out how to draw this, but I walked in circles in front of the deli. I just kept walking and turning around, and because I was afraid to go in there and face him and look him in the eye. And then I just was like, well, you're just being really prejudiced, and you don't know anything, and he's probably fine, and he wasn't one of the conspirators. And so, it was just, I have a vivid memory of it. And then I just said, no, you have to go in and just say hello to him. And it was very awkward, but I just felt like I got over my fear and was able to show him some kind of solidarity. So, but yeah, so it was hard to just sort of figure out what that looked like.
Love that spiral, Joanne, of like walking in circles. Love to see that drawn out. I was in Williamsburg too then. That was a weird time.
It was, yeah, very intense.
We'll go to Beverly next. Hi, Beverly. It's been a long time.
I know, it's been a
How
really
are
long
you?
time. I usually can't make it because it's 4 o'clock here in the afternoon. So today I could. I made this quite small, so I took a picture of it and put it on my iPad. So I hope that you can see it okay. So in grade 7, my BFF and I agreed to tell each other what we didn't like about each other. We really prided ourselves on our honesty. We agreed to sit in the school field after school. It did not go well. We were never friends again.
Oh no.
Got a new understanding about honesty.
Oh my gosh. What year was that? I missed that.
Oh, grade 7, like 13.
Oh gosh. That's boy.
Age to be very honest.
Yeah. I hope my daughter doesn't do that. Thanks, Beverly. Okay, we'll go to Inyam next.
Hello. So this is my first session, and I just want to say that my drawings might be a 1, but my heart is at a 10. Okay. This is just so edifying for me. So this is me pretty much every night with my kids singing karaoke songs and being extremely loud. Enters my husband, and he's like, okay, girls, it's bedtime. We continue, because I'm like, heck no, we won't go. Forgot to mention we're singing Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone. This is him boiling up, like, oh gosh, and we're all in the corner. What's happening? What's he gonna do? And he decides to sing with us. We have shaped him and softened him into a karaoke singer with us. So that's my comic. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
it's delightful. And you warmed a cold heart.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much. Okay, we'll go to Bill next. Let's see, Bill's ready.
Okay, well, once again, I misunderstood the assignment. I thought we were drawing what we wish we had known back then. I have since thought of something that I think other people should be embarrassed. I don't think I was so much embarrassed as misunderstood. But anyway, first have something kind of sad, as usual, because I just wished I had known back in 1977 that, now I carry stuff around, including even a trauma kit, so I can be ready for anything and maybe make a connection. Because back in 1977, Gail told me she loved me, and I was completely unprepared. There was only one girl to every 4 guys at that school. The only other girl that had ever been associated with me was teased for it. I was afraid she'd get teased, and I still thought I was an awful person with a dark secret. But just a couple months ago, at Richmond Area Mensa game night, I did something, I don't remember what, but Annie, an MD from Bulgaria, laughed and punched me in the arm, and I had to explain to our host, like, no, she wasn't rough on me. She made me feel more like a teenager than I ever did back when I actually was one. Back then, I felt really old. So this was great. And the embarrassing thing that I've remembered is some years ago at a convention, there was a late night art challenge. There were a bunch of things, and I took them all on. They said, start your drawing with the line, "She woke in a pool of blood to the sound of birds singing." And I thought, well, that sounds grim, but what if she is a queen bee? Exoskeletons contain a pool of blood. She's lived her whole life in it. So the queen bee is out of coffee, and she's angry, and she's yelling at her drones. We were also supposed to use the word donkey. I had heard of an expression that I didn't understand, but it sounded very appropriate for something an angry queen bee would do if her drones didn't get her coffee really fast. Donkey punch. Well, they loved my drawing, and they said they would take it to their office and get it back to me. They neglected to say their office was in California, and they never got it back to me. So I'm still over the moon that everybody liked my drawing, and I'm telling people at the after school program for kids that I've been helping with for about 5 or 6 years. And I got sidelined because I didn't know what donkey punch really meant, and they did. Now, what's wrong with that?
Oh, Bill, thanks for that story. It's
You're
two
welcome. I need to draw that sometime. I can mostly remember that drawing. Part of the challenge was to imitate a really bad, sketchy drawing of an old-fashioned 20th century corded telephone. And I also drew a little mouse holding a cell phone who is saying, "My phone is more phony."
Thanks, Bill. All right. Yeah, keep drawing. We want to see that. And
Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, I keep forgetting to post my stuff because I have extreme attention deficit, and I can't do it tonight because I go from this to a Zoom call at 8:30 to being one of only half a dozen people who show up for some people who really deserve a much bigger audience at 9 to 11. And then it's dark.
Yeah, we got.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
All right, it's all right.
So this is the only chance you got to see my stuff.
Well, we appreciate it. And we're going to go to Naomi
I'm
next.
glad it helps. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, see you, Bill, and thanks. Here's Naomi.
Hi, everybody. This is the Bad Taste costume party circa 1990. You're invited. I was about 7 months pregnant with my millennial baby. A costume on a pregnant chick? That would be ridiculous. What should I wear? Whatever I want to. Ridiculous stuff. A tube top, my bare belly, bell bottoms. Everybody was shocked. At that time, a bare pregnant belly was shocking. Not now. Rocket Mama.
Beautiful.
Right? I think that's great. Bad taste, good taste. Anyway.
It was really, mouths were open. They were like, and I thought of this, a coffee place today, and this woman was very pregnant and very much showing her belly. And I'm like, not ridiculous. It's awesome.
Right. Thanks, Naomi. We'll go to Mishka next. Hi there, Mishka.
Mine can have the same title. I'm so excited. Oh, can I share?
Oh, let me change that. Yeah, hang on a second.
This happened just last year.
Oh, should be good. Yeah.
It's shareable now?
Should
Oh
be.
yeah, sure is. Okay. My go-to last minute costume is cosplaying in my dear dad's old mission patch space jacket. I'm in an engineering org now too. How perfect, I thought. I forgot that I'd already worn this to work on another Halloween. Are you dressed up as your dad again? Oh, that's so sweet. We had a costume party. Some people had unusual costumes, so I suggested we go around the room to introduce ourselves. They said, I'm a princess. I'm Lord Vader. I'm a cowboy. I'm not in costume. What do you mean? Somebody said. And then I was worried they wouldn't understand me. So I stepped forward and said very clearly, I'm my own dead father.
Oh.
People were silent, and the silence was beautiful. My colleague Jim totally loved it though. Next year, can you dress up as my dead mom and I'll come dressed up as your dead dad? He asked.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I feel
It
like
was terrible.
I think you could have a whole TV show or podcast about that somehow. It's just really rich. People dressing up as their friends, deceased parents. Wow. Anyway, thanks, Mishka.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll go to Susan next if Susan's ready. And I'm going to put all that sharing in front of
Happy
me.
birthday, Michael. If he's here. I don't think he is.
Oh, it's Michael's birthday. Oh, Susan is sharing also. Susan, I don't know if we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I came in late. So I'm not sure I did exactly the right thing, but this was a ridiculous moment from my life. In the first panel, you can see my mother and a shopping cart. We had just gone shopping. She's carrying my baby brother, and I'm behind her, and my little brother is behind me. And then he sticks his head through a fence, and he's screaming, help me, help me. And she's saying, I told you to stay away from that fence. Then she told me to pull the emergency thing for the fire department. I don't think they have these anymore, but they were like on the corner. And I was afraid to do that because you weren't supposed to do it. And then the firemen came and they said, his ears are stuck. We'll have to use the jaws of life. And then they had to stretch out stretch out the fence. And that fence will never be the same.
That's so sad. Please post a photo of the said fence if you can at some point.
I think it's hysterical.
Thanks. Thanks, Susan. We'll go to Edgar next. Let me see if I can stop the sharing here. Okay, we'll go to Edgar next. Oops, just not Mishka.
Can you hear me? And can you see? Oh, you can't see me yet.
Can't see you yet. There we go.
Well, thank you as always, Tom, and thank you, Vicco, for the inspiration. I have let's see if I can bring it up here. I have a nice story, Being Silly with Our Father. For a guy who had a top secret SCI security clearance as part of his Navy civilian government position, Lieutenant Edgar F. Russell Jr., USNR, our father could be pretty silly, like when he would go to Naval Reserve duty on Tuesday evening and he would put his cap on the heads of his two young boys, Edgar III and Fraser, and we would salute up and down with our hands repeatedly, and we would laugh and giggle and lift our legs up and down and jump as he would return our salute, many salutes. And there we are laughing and being silly, and he's laughing and returning our salutes. But the best thing he would do would be to make a funny face similar to Harpo Marx's Gookie face, but different. We would roar with laughter for years, and this is my best approximation of the face, but it was much better. But eventually, when we grew up, we stopped asking for the face. But many decades later, when our father was in the hospital for what would later kill him, I asked him to make the face. Although aged and in pain, he made the face. I
Oh,
love you, Dad, always.
So sweet.
oh, sweet. Wow. What
Thank you.
Edgar, thank you. It's so nice to hear. It's nice to see the comedic side of our military folks too, you
Oh,
know.
yes. He had a great sense of humor. He was incredibly competent, but he was a really good father.
Oh, thanks, Edgar. Thanks so
You
much.
bet. Thank you, Tom and
Right.
Vico.
Right, we'll go to Paula next and then Sarah. I think we'll wind down.
Hi.
Hi, Paula. Oh, Paula, you are muted again. It's going to take a moment for me to unmute you. Hold on a second. Can you unmute?
Sorry about that. Yeah, what is this? This is I'm not sure. This is me treading in dog poo.
Oh no.
Me waiting at the bus. Me waiting for the to cross the road. What's that one? Me eating beans. Me in the chair on my phone. I've done two of them actually. Somebody passing wind. Somebody with beans. Gas coming out of his bottom. His face. People's reactions.
Oh.
And the dog eating dog food and getting it everywhere. Yes.
Paula, we love your style. It's so nice to see. Thanks so
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Laz. Hi, everyone.
much. Bye.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
we'll finish up with Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, is it your birthday today?
It's my birthday.
Oh my gosh, happy birthday. And you share
Happy
it with
birthday
Michael. I
to you.
didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yeah, Michael and I are birthday twins, and you're so close too.
Yeah.
Um, Thank you. This was so fun. Okay, so I didn't end up with anything that looks like panels at all. But I have, let's see, the first time that I went out with a bunch of Doran, with Doran's college and New York City friends was at somebody's wedding. This was, 20 something years ago. I hate dressing up. I'm so uncomfortable in this dress. I don't know anybody here. Oh my God, I wish I wore pants. Go dance, go dance, go dance, go dance, go dance. I'm not a public dancer. And then I'm like, I have no reflection. All like this is embarrassment. I uh I just can't sit here. Okay, you have this. Go dance. What am I saying there at the bottom? Okay, wow, I think I'm doing great. And then somebody says, knee slide, knee slide, knee slide. So I do it. And you can't do it. It's a wooden floor. And I just came to a stop and my knees got so torn up. That's it. I know lesson learned. I will not wear pants only ever.
Oh, that's so sad. Great. It's so nice to see those drawings though, Sarah. It's really so vibrant. Thank you so much. Okay, David will be our last sharer if David's ready. Let's see. I think we need to hear from David first. I'll remove the spotlight on you, Sarah. I know you don't like that. All right, I think that was maybe an accident. Okay, so I'm gonna spotlight Vicco. Hey, oh wait, Christian. Christian wants to go. Wait, Christian's usually towards the end. Christian, are you able to unmute?
Can I go last?
This is last. Yep.
Oh, okay. This is last?
Yep.
I don't really. Okay. To be honest, I really don't have like anything like there, but I do have like something I draw during the weekends. Right
All right.
here.
What are we looking at, Christian?
It was a concert. I tried to visualize it.
Cool. Was it a fun concert?
It was Avengers.
Nice. Nice. We always like seeing your drawings. Thanks so much.
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on. Thanks. Oh, wait, there's more.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
And this is my favorite one.
And more. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that looks like a party.
Yeah, that's Avengers.
Thanks, Christian.
You're welcome.
All right.
What did she thinks of it?
Vicco, did you see Christian's Avengers?
Yeah, it looked awesome.
There we go.
Um,
Thanks, Christian. Well, hey, Vicco, show us your zines and books, and I'll put in the chat where people can order them.
yeah. I don't have an online store just yet, but
Oh my
keep
goodness.
tuned. But yeah, so right now you can find me at conventions and vending around. I'm based in Oakland, but I try to travel around when I can. But yeah, keep an eye on my Instagram, and you can also look at my website, which is also River Vicco Art. And yeah.
This was super fun. I think we got a lot of like just people stirring up those goofy memories, and it's always nice to like let things air out a little, where you're not like, oh, it wasn't so bad. I felt really silly. I felt really ridiculous, but I feel better, if I just sort of put it onto a page and share it with others. So thanks for giving us that opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask everybody to unmute and give you a round of applause and say thank you for such a wonderful experience.
Thank you, Vicco.
Thank you.
Thank you, Victor.
This is delightful.
Thank
That's
you.
lovely.
With your new creation.
Experience.
Thank
This
you.
was
Thanks,
fun.
everybody.
Good night, everybody, and happy birthday,
Really
everybody.
good.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday,
Thanks,
everybody.
Tom.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so
Good
much.
night.
Yeah.